like to invite everybody to our brand new Magnolia Arts Center building. Jan and I have been gearing up and getting ready for our grand opening. We have our public grand opening on
October 15th.
Saturday, right?
Yes.
Saturday. And our membership grand opening, they get a sneak peek.
What has been done to the interior of this facility to get it ready?
Well, we started, first of all, with the roof. We couldn't do a thing in the building without replacing the roof. There had been tremendous leaks for years that had been going on. So before we could invest any of that money into the building, we needed to replace the roof, which we did. Then we insulated the inside of the ceiling because we took a lot of the drop ceiling out and insulated it so we could have these high ceilings, and especially for theater productions and things like that, the high ceilings are going to work so much better for us. Then we came in and we started taking bids with our different contractors. 90% of the work we've done locally with local contractors in our area. We bought the supplies locally. The only thing that we had to go for an outside source basically is the theatrical lighting, our house lighting, and our curtains. Main Stage Lighting Company did the whole package. They did all of our curtains and that kind of thing. But everything else we tried to work and do local.
And we grid pipe for us too.
Painted, of course, replaced all flooring. What hardwoods we were able to save, we've restored those and brought them back to the original beautiful condition in our loft area. And then we also had to add, we had 2 working bathrooms, but we had to add handicap accessibility. So one of them now is a fully handicap accessible bathroom. We've gone in the building and we had to make it compliance, handicap accessible. We have ramps where we need to have them. We've had to change out and reverse doors is how they used to open, and make them in different positions so that it would be, fire codes would be honored, and that, you know, we would pass those inspections as well.
And we've got a lot of electric, a lot of electric has been added into this building too.
Yeah, we had to replace quite a bit. We had to add a lot of electrical boxes and more power basically to the building to handle all the different lighting and things that we brought in.
But we will be adding extra power over the summer if we can. And we have a lot of people calling to rent the building, so we might not be able to close this summer. That's a good thing, you know, to add more power on.
That's one thing I do know about little theater operations is they underdo the lighting.
Yeah.
You can't ever have enough lighting in a theater situation, or enough unique lighting to get stuff done.
We have the basics right now, and we'll move on to that, you know, once we get more money. It's all, you know, with all these donations, we've gotten a lot, you know, but there's so much more we can do to this building as donations come in.
What will you be able to do in this building?
Well, our first event, besides the opening, is our first theater production here, Blythe Spirit by Noel Coward, and that's going to be October 27th through the 30th, 7 p.m. on the weeknights and Sundays, and afternoon matinee at 2, $7 tickets. We buy them in advance at Cosmopolitan Ladies Club and Gallery. That's our first event. Then right after that, we're going to cast our children's show, which is the best Christmas pageant ever. We're going to do Jazz Coffeehouse in here. Of course, our annual Sidewalk Art Show, we brought it in last year. It was a big success. We had extra adult artists. It looked like it was less, but it was actually more because there used to be a lot of empty panels on the downtown courthouse lawn. So that's a good thing.
We'll also be able to rent the building out for family reunions, class reunions, wedding receptions, any kind of community event that another organization needs to host and use our facility. Of course, we'll work with them on that as well. We have some things planned this fall. We have a painting fall Friends and Palette, which is where you can bring your girlfriends and come in. We have an instructor that will show them stroke by stroke how to paint a original piece of art, and they'll be able to take, after a 2-hour session, they get to take a piece of art home with them. They've done this in the bigger cities, and we now have a facility that we can have something like that here. And right here in Magnolia, nobody has to travel out of town. And it'll be a good, you know, a good afternoon. That's going to happen deer hunting opening day.
November 11th. And these kind of events aren't in our brochure. We're actually trying out a lot of new things this year, and we'll let our Magnolia Arts members get the first crack at it.
That's right.
New Year's Eve, we're doing a big fundraiser. It's going to be a New Year's Eve Masquerade ball. So that's another thing. That's another
That's
fun
gonna be
event.
fun.
Yeah, looking forward to that. We'll have, we're still gonna do our murder mystery 2 nights at SAU, and then we might do an invite-only type murder mystery dinner here as another little extra boost for our fundraiser.
And we've also started booking it already for fall, for corporate, Christmas
Christmas
parties.
party, yes.
Holiday parties, so,
If you wanna
that's
book it, you
gonna
gotta book it now.
Yes.
There's just there's so many things that we can do here, and we haven't even thought of them all yet, and that's what we're gonna do this year, is try some things out, and if they work, we'll add them. If they don't, we'll try something else. Just like we've always done. That was something I think what's good about our organization. We've tried a lot of different things, and when they don't work, we know when to stop.
Right,
And move
right.
on to something that our members want, because we do a survey asking them exactly what they want to have here in Magnolia.
Give me a sort of a room